Alright, we are back. Hello everyone, my name is Kaiser Ikudo and welcome back to Reverse 1999. Hi Green, long time no see. Welcome. So we are going to continue the what was that? Forgot the name. The name is pretty long. Yes, the Chronicle of Uluru London Dawning. So on the last stream we get to stage 12, where I think like the previous one, Willow was managed to finish her ritual, and I think she's going to participate on the Uluru qualifier and give a challenge into Caroline. So looking forward to it. Meanwhile, I think like who's that guy? Mr. Fogg. Yeah, Mr. Fogg is finally able to solve the air pollution problem by making this weird machine and sucking all of the dirty air, something like that. But somehow there is still, you know, that black smoke somewhere in the area which Tooth Fairy found. I wonder if like, is that the source, or is just two different separate thing between the fog and the you know, the black smoke. So I think we're going to find out today. I think I'm going to try to finish it today. Lost my 50-50 to Isolde. I wanted Willow. I'm still trying to get her, but it looks like I won't reach PT before her banner ends. So I'll probably end up getting Flutter Page for the full team. Ah, that's too bad. It's just funny because like I think Isolde banner just came out. It just got a rerun. So and then Isolde just kind of like you lost the 50-50 to Isolde. I was actually not planning to pull for Willow. Yeah, because I don't know, I feel like poison is pretty confusing for me, but and then I decided to try my luck, and I got her on 3 multi. A little bit of flexing there, Green. Sorry about that. I wasn't planning at all until the Chinese New Year banner, to be honest. But now I feel like I want to pull for Flutter Page. She's too cute and precious. So yeah, hopefully the luck continues. All right, let's go. The old wood.
Knock, knock. Which would make the world a better place? Art or a heart of gold? Neither. The little knocker-up of Flutterpage will.
Of course she is. She's too precious for the world. That's make this dark world is full of sunshine. Flutterpage knocks on Willow's back door, but she receives no answer.
Where's Miss Willow? She should be warming up by now.
She walks a short loop around the perimeter of the house.
Where's she gone? Miss Willow? Miss Willow!
Wait, let me increase the volume. I think it's too low. Silence.
Knock, knock. Don't jump to conclusions. Mr. Wind will tell you the truth.
A gust of wind picks Flutterpage up, raising her high in the air. She sways as she glides in through an open window. Wonder where Willow go.
Knock, knock. I'll open all the windows and doors, and all the treasure chests too.
I mean, like,
Miss Willow?
if you leave like
Miss
the
Willow?
room open while there is fire and there is wind get in, don't you think like it's very risky to get the house burned?
Miss Willow? What are you doing over there?
Oh, okay, so Willow apparently in the house. If I do end up not getting Willow and get follower instead, I'll pull for Fatutu and Liang Yue. Why I look at the website and the Pritwen one, Liang Yue and Noir is pretty low in the tier. I'm a bit worried. In a dark corner, Willow stands silently before a peculiar object. She senses Flutterpage but doesn't turn her head.
You're early. Why am I not surprised? You're about as patient as a dog waiting for his dinner.
I thought you'd start practicing as soon as you woke up. What you doing in this corner?
Willow softly rests her hand upon the item before her.
Come take a look at this. I wonder if it still works.
Ooh, what the hell is that? The peculiar item sits still.
What a strange thing. What is it?
It's like a face.
It's a sort of instrument called the didgeridoo. Come give it a try. First, put your hand on it like
oh no,
this.
you're gonna bite. Flutterpage, imitating Willow, lays her hand on the didgeridoo.
Okay. Then what?
I'll teach you how to play it.
What?
Program activated.
So we just... The way to play this is by beating it up.
Imagine the note you want to play and tell it to the didgeridoo.
Okay. Fa.
Oh, good voice.
Now, use your arcane skill. Not to use your words, but to harmonize with it.
There is number in here. 1 and 2.
Observe it. Comprehend it. And then you can control it.
He said that I pulled for Tuesday but end up not getting Willow. Yeah, I think they really need each other, aren't they? Luckily I also do have Tuesday, but I never use her.
Charging. Loading.
I read Willow skill and my head just heating up. I don't really get it.
Feel my dark embrace.
Faraday's miracle.
Oh, what is that? Oh, do I need to like kill it in order?
It made a sound. Did you hear that?
Let me show you how it's done.
Or is it the number of attack it needs to kill them?
Charging. Loading.
Perfectly understood. Hmm?
Eliminate target.
I mean, like the tier in the website, the Willow is S, isn't it? I just simply really like the design of Willow when she's not on the witch costume, on her ballet costume. Hi, Julian.
It's beautiful, like raindrops pattering on tree leaves.
Willow gently puts Flutterpage's hand aside before resting her own hand on it again.
Why has it gone quiet all of a sudden?
It's broken.
Eh? So quick?
What? I didn't break it, did I?
No. Your
No.
level's still the same. Did it reach the max?
It's been broken for a
What do you
long
mean?
time.
Oh, yeah, I think 80 is the maximum.
Well, judging by the look of it, it must be old. It's got mildew all over.
This instrument is crucial to every floor ritualist. You see, we're not just dancers, but music makers, using our arcane skills to play the didgeridoo while we dance.
Fua. What is
Don't
Fua
worry,
stand
Miss
for?
Willow. I know broken things ain't always easy to fix, but we can start with the easy part.
I'm not quite sure
Why
about
don't we wipe
the
off the
meta,
dust
but I
first?
think to have them probably like a safety net just in case one day I need it. Right now I'm still like relying a lot with Anjo and Lucy. Flutterpage picks up a loose piece of paper and moves to wipe the dust from the didgeridoo.
Huh?
Ah, follow-up attack.
Is this the athlete registration form for the qualifiers?
Why she's not put the registration yet?
Oh,
The girl blinks, her hair jutting out in every direction. She pauses for a moment as she slowly reads the paper.
and look, you ain't submitted it. Why not?
There's still time, isn't there?
There is! Just submit it!
No, you already missed the window.
What? No!
Blimey, we've got to do something about this. Oh, that's right. Mr. Fogg said that 2 officers from the Australian headquarters would arrive in London today. I think we can ask them to pull the... What
Babel
was the
Euphoria
word?
marks now she's broken as a sustain. Who's Babel Euphoria? Willow doesn't respond.
Anyway, we need to get a move on. I'll pull you up.
But last time she gave the challenge to Caroline. Flutterpage tugs desperately at Willow, who steadfastly holds her ground, leaving them at an impasse.
Flutterpage. Maybe it's time to give up.
No. Flutterpage turns her head.
Give up? What do you mean, give up? I don't understand.
No, don't make Flutterpage cry. You know that eye.
Is this the Uluru games we've been talking about for ages? Think of all the effort you've made. You didn't jump up and down in the garden over and over again to dust it, did you? You're an athlete, not a feather duster. And you finished that move!
The 2.5 turn with free leg backwards and upwards. Wand throw and catch.
I want to see that. I hope in the
Yeah,
end they
that
have
one.
like a scene where she actually did it.
See? How can you just give up?
Oh, please. Don't look at me like that. Yes, I've always dreamt of completing this element.
It's just so catchy, higher than a bell tower and even the clouds. I haven't checked that
No
one
one
yet.
knows better than I how much this means to me.
Looking forward to it then.
Then why are you...
That sounds very cute.
I don't want to talk about it.
Willow lowers her head.
You should leave. I need to see what I can do to fix the didgeridoo. Don't forget to close the door behind you.
Flutterpitch stands frozen, staring at Willow for what feels like forever, before pouting angrily and crouching down, her arms firmly crossed.
I ain't leaving. I'm angry.
Even when she's angry, she's still cute. Unsure of what to say, Willow lets the moment hang awkwardly in the air. Beneath the painting of the Irish countryside, one stands and the other squats, the grandfather clock marking each passing second with its steady tick. Like, just submit and do what you like, don't hesitate. Yeah, who knows? Eventually, Willow lightly taps Flutterpitch on the head with her finger.
Don't be upset. It's not that serious.
Flutterpitch continues to stare at the floor, shaking her head forcefully.
I talked to Miss Bartley yesterday.
Oh, don't tell me that letter is not from Willow actually.
You didn't.
Oh no! So Flutterpitch, that's all Flutterpitch? Flutterpitch, stand up.
Yeah, I challenged her on your behalf with a letter.
What? I thought it was actually Willow who wrote it. So it was Flutterpitch. Oh my god, this is so messed up. Oh god.
She only visited me so she could show off all the titles she's won. She's not the first to come just to laugh in my face.
That ain't true.
Well, now we cannot back down now.
Caroline was happy when she got the letter.
What?
She was really looking forward to competing against you. She told me why too. She said you were the most talented and hard-working player she'd ever seen, and that it took all her effort just to keep you in her sight, let alone catch up with you. Because you're different, the one true master of the art. If there were only one gold medal in the history of the floor ritual, it'd be meant for you.
Yeah, the decent character for Reverse 1999 is one of the unique one in gacha game, I guess.
Those were her exact words.
Yeah, Caroline probably like admire or maybe like really a fan of Willow.
I
That's
only
why
chose to become
she
a
want
floor
to beat her now.
ritualist because I had a talent for it. I wanted to win.
Oh,
So I practiced and practiced, paying little attention to anything else. My family, my friends, my life. None of it mattered more than victory. To me, there was no reward more alluring than the euphoria of winning. But whenever I looked back at my past glories, I felt no happiness or excitement. Instead, I'd replay every moment in my mind. Every lost point, every imperfect movement, and think about how close I was to failure. So I pursued the next victory even more fervently. I thought, next time, I won't lose a single point.
whoa.
Next time, I'll be perfect.
She's the perfectionist, I guess.
That was what was running through my mind when I was crowned champion of the Beltane. But there was no next time. That was my last competition.
I wonder if they're gonna explain why in the main story, or they're gonna put it on the, The
But you
side
can
story,
still have a next time.
like
You can
interrogation.
still try again. Look at you. Your skills haven't dulled a bit.
What's the point? I've pushed away everyone I wanted to honor with my victories. I've strayed too far from home.
So her family is still alive?
Not to mention,
She casts a silent glance at her leg.
Okay. But are you happy when you do the floor ritual?
am I happy?
See? I love being a knocker-upper. Every morning, I get to see all kinds of sleeping positions. Some people cuddle, others curl up in a ball, and some ain't even in bed at all.
And in the bed?
I like watching them wake up too, like newborn kittens learning to crawl. And finally, when they completely open their eyes and stand on their feet, I feel a gust of fresh wind rushing out the window. It makes me happy. So what
You like
about
a
you?
kitten?
Does the floor ritual make you happy?
I don't know. The only thing that comes to mind is that after a game, me mam would take me to the old cake shop down the road and buy me a cheesecake. The same one every time. That was the only time I'd allow myself to eat dessert. It had raspberries and chocolate drizzled on top.
Yummy.
I can still remember the taste. Sweet and tart, with a light bitterness.
Oh! So what really makes you happy is the cheesecake after the game.
What?
Right. Then let's get you registered for the qualifiers so you can have that post-game celebration cheesecake again.
So sweet.
What are you...
Flutterpage, why are you so precious?
Let's go talk to Mr. Fogg. I'm sure he can find a way to get you into the qualifiers. And if your leg's causing you trouble or anything, Miss Toothfairy can help you out. She is a doctor from the Foundation after all.
Be simple like Flutterpage
Wait.
and you're happy. Yeah. That's the thing about being a child or a kid. It's so simple. What happened to us adults? A delicate wind brushes past, causing her legs to lose their earlier stubbornness and follow Flutterpage out of the house.
Don't you want to eat that cheesecake?
They walk beside the painting of Ireland. Well, it's always the adults. They win their way through the willow-bound torches and mysterious vessels.
Don't you think it'll make you happy?
They pass through the house front door
That cheesecake.
and leap out of the house.
It will, right? Then let's go get it. Life's all about happiness, ain't it?
Aw. A surge of fresh air floods Willow's nostril, hitting her like a full-on collision with the outside world. Lowering her gaze, she catches sight of Flutterpage hovering in the air, a delicate lock of hair swaying in the breeze.
You... silly little Buzzy.
Using a hand spared from Flutterpage tugging, Willow softly flicks at the silky strand of hair.
Why is everyone leaving the stadium?
Why the air is still dirty though? Last time Mr. Focus did it. Flutterpage is still tugging Willow in the direction of the venue, but there seem to be more and more despondent people going in the other direction.
Oi, where are you all going?
Home.
Eh?
Home? Why? Mr. Fogg's holding the ribbon cutting ceremony for his machine in the stadium. Why ain't you going there?
Don't tell me it's fail.
It ain't happening.
Why?
Pardon?
I said it ain't happening. The ceremony. The Foundation officers cancelled the qualifiers.
Ah,
Mr. Fogg's so-called biggest air purifier ever doesn't work.
no. It worked for a while though last time. Oh. No wonder like the air is still dirty. Ribbon cutting ceremony. 1 hour earlier.
Please enter in an orderly manner, everyone. The ceremony will begin shortly.
Oh, the demons start happy and then they fail. Ah, goddammit. We already know where this is going. Without the device, the sign originally reading London Air Pollution Auto Detecting Purifier MK2 now reads MK3, thanks to a single additional brush stroke.
Freddy, can you see Mr. Fogg? I can't see a thing past all these people.
You bought
Hey,
the
hey,
telescope, didn't
you're
you,
welcome.
Dad?
You're
Maybe
welcome.
I can see if I look through it.
Thank you, Julian.
Good idea. Here, take the telescope and get on my shoulders. Hold on tight, you hear? This crowd's rabid. All this pushing and shoving just to take a look at a machine. Then again, the most exciting thing we've had around here as of late is the rats fighting in the underground.
I see him, Dad. I see Mr. Fogg.
What's he doing?
Blimey. He's smacking the machine. It's really strange looking. About half the height of Mr. Fogg and connected to a very long
It's not
tube
even
and
half.
a massive funnel. Oh, what's that? Right there inside the machine, there's a huge mechanical organ or
this
something.
is the machine is only this.
Like a
okay, this
lung.
half.
Oh, sod it. Hold tight, Freddy. Dad's going to squeeze his way to the front. All right, I can see them now. Huh? I don't recognize those two in uniform.
But she's taller
Are
than
they the
him.
officers sent from the Foundation
I thought this
headquarters
guy
in
is taller than
Australia?
her last time.
That's what I heard. The Uluru committee sent them here to supervise the qualifiers, and they'll report the results back to their headquarters too.
Ah, so it's down to them whether our athletes make it to the finals in Australia or not. I'm counting on them.
Oh, please, Will. It's the players that you should count on, not the
I
judges.
forgot to add a few centimeters on his shoe.
Well, I hope they like Caroline as much as I do.
Look, Dad. Mr. Fogg's about to give a demonstration of his purifier to the officers.
Which one do you think is uglier? Is it the foundation mask or the Manus mask? I don't really like the mask, to be honest.
I heard that it can filter out the smog within 10 yards of itself, and it only takes one night to process the waste. The qualifiers will only last 2 weeks, so it should manage splendidly.
I don't like both you.
It's working. It's working.
Blimey, it's powerful. It's gulping down the smog faster than a builder downs a pint in the pub.
I wonder how it works. It's a miracle that a mechanical lung of this size can purify so much air without letting out any waste.
That's weird.
The smog's getting thinner. I can see more clearly now.
Look, it's even purifying the smog all the way out there. I dare say the ivy on my balcony will be enjoying fresh air within the hour.
I mean, like, why this guy standing over here where he's currently sucking all of the smoke?
Mr. Fogg's smiling, Dad. Ain't that great?
It is. We ain't seen him smile for ages.
The hat looks happy too.
He
It's
enjoyed both
dancing.
Is he doing that Australian Ranger dance again? Look at the expression on those Foundation officers' faces.
They don't look happy or mad. Is something wrong?
Well, you can't really see their expression, to be fair. Oh!
Whoa! What's going on? The machine's shaking like hell.
Why Mr. Fogg is look freaking handsome during this part? He looks so stupid on the usual cutscenes sometimes. In this part, he looks like very gentleman.
What's that sound? Some kind of alarm?
Christ! Cover your ears, Freddy. That howling will make you deaf. What in the bloody hell is going on?
Whoa! Oh! 20?
Program activated.
The hell? 16.
Perfectly understood.
Charging. Loading.
I think
Great.
Lucy can one-shot them all.
Loading.
Mr. Fogg is gentleman smart in that photo.
Regaining
It is, yeah. But I don't know why the model during the
Target confirmed.
dialogue just kind of make him looks very young.
Dark embrace.
Oh, I cannot one-shot it anymore. I really like the song, the soundtrack on this event.
Perfectly understood.
Loading.
Perfectly
Charging. The light that illuminates all.
Do have a little faith in me, Master.
Oh, too many buff, not good.
Loading. Charging.
To the left. Perfectly
Loading. Charging.
Listen. Please, allow me.
Eliminate target.
Again.
Stay back, I say.
Charging.
The right. Shall I, Master?
Aim and shoot.
Feel like dark embrace.
The light that illuminates all.
Please, mortals.
No! Oh, thank God.
This'll help.
But she's not dead? Why? Oh, you came at the right time.
I
For the
Logan,
ultimate.
child of science.
Sweet dreams.
Damn.
Although we come from different lands,
Everything is according
we
to the
share the
plan.
same dream.
Whoa!
Dad?
Freddy, are you all right?
I think you guessed right, Julian. It's an explosion.
I'm fine. It's the machine. It blew up.
What?
First, the pipe blew open. Then its glass belly shattered, and the mechanical lung rolled out from inside. It's vomiting up black blood.
There's no way.
and Mr. Fogg.
What happened to him?
He's coughing and coughing.
Wow.
3.5 minutes.
Well, I guess neither one of us won that bet. It didn't even last half as long as I predicted.
Don't be cruel,
They,
Gregory.
they make it like
We didn't come all this
she's
way
shorter
just to
than
laugh at
him.
these poor people.
It's so weird. Why?
What they did do even worse than predicted. That's a fact, isn't it? And it proves that the London Climate Management Agency is nothing but a joke.
Listen, Gregory. I know you must be exhausted from the long
do you like what
journey
is it?
and your
Remember?
constant sneezing, but you can't say that to their faces. Let's just do our job and give them the news.
What news?
She flips through the athlete roster in her hand.
We have to tell them.
Oh no, it's gonna be cancelled. She verifies the list, ensuring that all the names of the Arcanist athletes are accounted for. They're like this corporate worker who think they're the great. When she's done, she likely pats Mr. Fogg on the shoulder.
Mr. Fogg? Mr. Fogg?
Mr. Fogg turns his head, his eyes vacant. It seems he hasn't yet got over the shock of this series of events.
Please move aside. I need to use the microphone.
Mr. Fogg slowly steps aside.
Oi, miss. What are you...
He quickly realized the impropriety of his obstruction, tips his brim and floats gently in the air.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming to the ceremony today. We greatly appreciate your hospitality, and it heartens us to see you thriving despite the difficulties caused by the smog. However, it is clear to us that the London Air Pollution Auto-Detecting Purifier Mark III is not able to fulfill its duty. Barring an effective solution, the smog shrouding London will do irreversible damage to both the athletes and the general populace if they stay outdoors for too long. In light of this, and after much consideration, the Uluru International Committee has decided to cancel the London qualifiers for the Uluru Games.
Ooh.
We will announce arrangements for the affected players once internal discussions are over.
Behind her cold mask, the woman methodically scans the crowd. The previously raucous energy of the crowd has been replaced by a uniform disappointment.
Thank you all for your hard work.
No, not Flutterpage.
Are you saying that the London qualifiers have been cancelled?
I'm afraid so. I wasn't there, but Mr. Brimley told me what happened in the stadium. Mr. Fogg has locked himself in his office. He's refusing to speak to anyone. It seems there's nothing we can do about it.
No Flutterpage. the change of expression is so quick. Willow pulls her hand away from Flutterpage and gives her a solemn look. Without a word, she turns and leaves. No, that Flutterpage face.
Miss Willow? Where are you going? Miss Willow! Miss Willow!
She tries to chase after her, but the flood of workers sent to take down the site blocks her way.
Miss Willow!
Willow turns and gives her one last glance before slipping away into the bustling crowd. No, it's like leaving your own puppy on the street. Flutterpage lifts her head, her eyes meeting Tooth Fairy's.
Miss Tooth Fairy.
No, no, not that eye, please.
Why?
Luckily, there is Tooth Fairy around her. The mama. The mama. Oh.
black fog seems terrifying. If I'd been there, I'd have buried myself in the garden or jumped in the sewer before it reached me.
Thankfully, all the patients and nurses were fine. Only Leonard's daughter got a few bruises.
But what a shame it is that the building was ruined. It was 300 years old, you know. The stained glass alone was a masterwork.
Bugger. I just can't seem to spit it out. I feel like my chest's on fire.
Take this medicine 3 times a day, and you'll feel better tomorrow.
Tooth Fairy hands over the medicine, then takes out a small notebook to jot something down.
Case 132. Clinical symptoms. Burning sensation in chest, blackening of ears. Quite different from a regular tuberculosis patient. Maybe this is a different disease altogether.
Damn this black fog. Qualifiers are cancelled, fairs closed down. Even Cross Street's been cordoned off. To see the posters of the athletes all covered up with fires, it's utterly hopeless. Workers are striking again, just like the old days. They seem to be the only ones who dare to go outdoors. Although, since so many have lost their jobs, I suppose they don't have any reason to go out anymore. What are you doing, Miss Tooth Fairy?
Collecting saliva samples to put in petri dishes. I want to see what will grow. The sample I collected 2 days ago has already grown something unusual.
Who's saliva?
Something unusual?
Ooh.
A ball of black fog, weaker than the one I met in the alley. Its existence is unstable. Its form changes daily. It doesn't appear to have any self-consciousness, but that critter in the alley was definitely intelligent.
So is it like maybe like a parasite possibly?
Huh. This thing. It looks like the illustration in the old book I read to my son.
I think it hasn't been explained, Julian, that's the thing.
I can't quite remember the title, but it does mention a creature like this.
A creature like this?
It could be this thing.
Miss Tooth Fairy!
The startled hat hurtles toward them, wobbling as he goes.
It's an emergency, Dal. The little tack is in danger.
Oh,
Please, Mr. Hat, keep your voice down in the hospital. The patients need to rest.
Sorry about that, but this can't wait. Miss Tooth Fairy, they said a girl's climbed to the top of the old bell tower, and she's planning to jump off.
no!
A girl? You mean...
You mean my daughter?
Yeah, flutter page. No normal girl could climb all the way up there.
But isn't she can fly? Using the wind. So when you said jump, that means just she want to float. Wow, this is like a industrial
Boy, girl!
town.
Get down! It's dangerous up there!
I wonder if that is actually the cause. Not even the noise of the carriage and the crowd can reach as high as the bell tower, let alone the shout of one passerby. At the top of the tower, Flutterpage is contently airing out her linens.
Knock, knock. The little knocker-upper loves hanging sheets. Every one of them brings back a sweet memory. The first sheet smells
This
like
brother should gone from the residential
cucumber
area.
and tobacco. The second, night dew and stars. The third, mummy's cuddles.
Whoop, Mummy's gonna. Is it like London Eye?
Knock, knock.
You know, you didn't need to come up so high just to hang your sheets.
Miss Tooth Fairy, well, what are you doing here?
Oh. Having finally reached the top of the tower, Tooth Fairy exhales heavily.
I wanted to ask you the same thing.
I'm having some quiet time in my secret base. Off you pop. We'll meet up later.
She gently shoos the canary fluttering near her feet.
I understand your need for privacy, But given that almost everyone in London is talking about a girl who's about to jump off the bell tower, I'd say this isn't the spot for it.
Jump off the bell tower? Oh, like I might fall? Don't worry. I'll be fine as long as the wind's blowing. I'll ride it all the way to,
Australia?
Australia.
Yeah, Australia. They must be preparing for the finals there.
That's actually really convenient. You don't need like an airplane. The girl fidgets nervously with the clip haphazardly tucked into her hair.
Come here, Miss Tooth Fairy. Have a seat.
Tooth Fairy gracefully swings her leg over the railing, and the two sit quietly side by side, their feet swinging among the clouds. What clouds?
Come on, Liberty! Quickly! It's dangerous up there!
Oh yeah, her Flutter page name is Liberty.
Don't listen to him, Liberty! Oh, you! Watch your word! She might jump right off the bloody thing!
The clamor of the street below continues.
Why?
Why what?
First, they told me to get down, and then they told me not to. Why'd they change their minds so quickly? Not just them. It's like all of a sudden, everything's changed. People said they wanted the qualifiers, but then they cancelled them. They said they'd find a solution, but then they just completely gave up on solving the problem. Why couldn't they just keep at it until they achieve something? It's like climbing this bell tower. You've got to push through and keep going until you reach the top. Otherwise, you'll never get to enjoy the view.
Maybe they...
After a quick moment of reflection, Tooth Fairy shakes her head. That's adult for you.
I don't know.
Miss Tooth Fairy, I think I did something wrong.
Oh,
I can cut my own hair, cook my own meals, and do my own laundry. No one taught me. I just figured it out myself.
Wow, she's very smart.
I used to think the world was like the fish tank I had at home. No matter how many questions I had, the answers were all inside, just like the fish swimming in there. I was patient too. I'd take the fish one by one and carefully look them over. And I wouldn't stop until I checked every scale. Yep, every single one. Well, unless Mum and Dad scolded me. Actually, sometimes I couldn't figure out why they hit me. I just had a lot of questions, and I wanted to know the answers.
Did they hit you? What the hell?
Anyway, now I've learned the truth about the world. It's different from what I imagined. I thought it was a round tank, but it was actually square. I thought there were goldfish swimming inside, but actually they were pinching crabs and chomping sharks. Sometimes even just pieces of rubbish. The round tank only existed in my mind, and all the answers I found were nothing. Just my imagination. And what's worse is that I hurt others with my imaginary answers.
A gentle breeze rustles their hair.
You mean Miss O'Hagan?
I let her down.
A faint scent of lemon floats by. Tooth Fairy gives an unexpected smile.
I spent my entire youth learning how to get along with others. And you know what I realized? People will change as long as the result benefits them. Once things are going well, whether expected or not, people often forget the goals they set before they reach that point. What I'm trying to say is, we need to remember who we really are and what we really want.
Flutterpage turns her head to look at the Tooth Fairy, curiosity in her eyes. Tooth Fairy tilts her head to the side, as though deep in thought.
Miss Willow must have known what she really wanted. Otherwise, she wouldn't have become the youngest floor ritual record holder of the century.
She pauses.
I'm sure she understands that it wasn't your fault. You didn't hurt her. In fact, you didn't hurt anyone. You just need to look at the fish tank in a new way.
Flutterpage looks off into the horizon.
It hurts.
What? She pressed her hand to her cheek, her little face scrunched up small.
What's wrong? Let me take a look.
Is it her teeth? Ah!
You're losing.
Oh, it's so cute!
A new tooth is pushing out the old one.
No wonder I feel like, why her other cheek is red?
A new tooth? But I've already lost all my baby teeth.
But you're still a baby, so you're not losing them all.
Open your mouth. Don't worry, it won't hurt.
Ouch!
Wow, surprisingly.
It's out. Look.
She opens her hand, revealing a perfectly intact tooth.
I thought I didn't have any baby teeth left.
Well, you don't anymore. This was the last one.
But you will always be my baby. Flutterpage! We need to adopt you. Flutterpage, move closer to get a better look at it.
Ew, it stinks.
It does. I suppose I'll keep this then.
What? Tooth Fairy produces a handkerchief, contentedly wraps the tooth, and stows it in her pocket. Are you not gonna give her like a penny? Wait, are you supposed to give her a penny for that? Tooth Fairy! Your name is a Tooth Fairy, come on! Back in the game.
Let's listen again to the interview she had all those years ago. As the youngest floor ritual record holder of the century, you're just one step away from becoming the world champion. What else do you wish to achieve in your career?
My ultimate goal is to win the finals of the Uluru Games.
Is that Willow?
But I'll also register for as many events as possible.
Or Caroline?
I have a lot I want to achieve, but I'm patient, and I'm sure I can do it all eventually.
The sound of metal cuts through the darkness. Oh.
Now, old friend.
Willow removed her prosthetic leg, her long fingers stretching out toward the machine lubricant resting on the shelf.
It's just you and me, isn't it?
As she gropes for the lubricant, she comes across a piece of crumpled paper. Damn, that leg is really like a freaking weapon.
Oh, careful with the scaffolding, fellas. You wouldn't want it to fall on your feet. You'll be hobbling about for months.
Workers are busy disassembling the stage, carrying wooden posts and equipment to the door.
Here's the reimbursement application form. Just fill in the numbers and give me the receipt for the materials. I'll contact the Uluru committee for your compensation.
Is there really no hope, Mr. Fogg? We didn't build all this just to tear it all down.
I'm sorry.
Don't give up, Mr. Fogg.
To be honest, we'd rather not do this. even if we're getting paid for it. We were over the moon when we got this job. I mean, just look at this place. The huge billboards and that lovely stage background. How could we not be? It's been yonks since we last had an event like this. And who knows when we'll have another? Is there really nothing we can do?
Excuse me,
A voice floats over from behind the ladder in the worker's arm.
Oops. Look at me. Blocking the doorway with me ladder. Begging your pardon, miss.
That's quite all right. I'm glad to stay a little longer and talk with everyone. None of us want to leave, actually.
How sad. But it's true. Who'd want to leave after all the trouble we've gone to?
Miss Bartley, I must say, I didn't expect to see you here after all the qualifiers were cancelled.
Hello, Mr. Fogg. I'm glad to see you back on your feet.
Well, I can't wallow all day. There's a lot of cleaning up to do. And someone has to do it. How about you, Miss Bartley? Will you be leaving shortly?
Yes. I suppose I'll go home and wait to hear the arrangements the committee's come up with.
Why don't you stay for a few more days?
Well, I don't think there's much point.
She looks around the almost deserted venue.
In fact, I'm the #1 seed this year, so I don't even have to participate in the qualifiers to advance in the finals. It's a new system they introduced to get a step closer to the standardization of human sporting events. I only joined because I couldn't pass up the opportunity to compete in my hometown.
Wasn't she like...
This was going to be the last competition of my career.
She sighed, then after a moment hesitation, she speaks again.
And I thought, no, never mind. I wasn't surprised when the news came out, to be honest. We were just fooling ourselves before. And now it's time to face the fact that...
Sorry to interrupt you, but ain't it too early to be getting this dark, Mr. Fogg?
The three of them look up at the sky as the world is plunged into darkness.
Crikey. What time is it, mate?
I don't have to look at my watch to know it isn't night yet.
Then what's going on?
The thick black and yellow smoke surges upward like a massive arm poised to sweep them away.
Whoa, what the bloody hell is happening?
What's causing this? I thought the industrial factory that causing it. Apparently it's not. It's something else. Something maybe supernatural.
Charging, loading.
Regaining control of our body. You have a little faith in me, Master?
Barrage.
Whoa, back to one-shotting.
Believe, mortals!
They may cause it, but something else
And
also
now,
causes it.
to
So
return
half
to
and
my
half.
long-term mission. Rest.
Oh, it's gone.
Are you all right?
All good, thanks. What the blazes was that?
It looked just like the black fog that attacked the hospital. Only smaller.
Oh.
And it was a different shape.
Oh, the Dementor at the beginning. Not this like a Dementor, but there's something.
Let's move to your
I think
office,
that smoke
Mr.
is
Fogg.
alive.
There's something we need to talk about. I believe all these problems we're having, the smog, the tuberculosis, the failure of your machine, have something to do with the black fog.
I think that black fog is alive.
But first, we need to get everyone out of the stadium in case it attacks again.
Upon entering the office, Bramley heads straight to the purifier and gives it a glass top, a curious step.
Leave it be. It's no use worrying about it now.
Mr. Fogg glances at his once revered purification machine, now sitting inert in the corner.
You pushed it too hard, mate.
Don't be too hard on yourself, Mr. Fogg. The fact that you made something that worked at all, in just a matter of weeks, is an achievement in itself.
I appreciate it, Miss Tooth Fairy. I know it doesn't make any sense to keep it around after it failed so spectacularly. But I just...
He tries to raise it off the ground to shift it, but doesn't succeed.
I can't bear to break it down. At least not for now. I enchanted it with my arcane skill. So we're linked together. It used to breathe as I did. And now I cough and splutter just like it does.
You should go to the hospital as soon as possible.
See? How many times have I told you that and you never listened? Even the doctor's saying so. Anyway, what was it that you wanted to talk about, Miss Tooth Fairy?
The experiments I've been doing these days. Here's a sample of the black fog. I collected it from the alley after it attacked me. As for the tuberculosis, I analyzed the black fog's composition and found some components very similar to those in the patient's saliva. I've concluded that this fog critter is the root cause of the disease. This critter is fog-soluble, can change its form, and is indestructible. It feeds on smog and, most interestingly, sensitive emotions, which it seems to absorb to nourish itself. In conclusion, the answer to our problems lies in capturing and containing these critters. Also, in one of my experiments, I cultured 2 samples under the same conditions and put one of them in the sun, like this.
Tooth Fairy delicately placed the bottle containing the black critter on the windowsill.
See? Even in today's dim sunlight, it shrinks very quickly. Just wait a moment, and you'll see. Its true being.
Oh.
Sunlight is their weakness. That's why you never see them in areas with clear skies.
And that's why they give you fog, so the sunlight doesn't hit them. She pauses as if to add gravity to her point.
As you can see, London provides the perfect conditions for it to survive and multiply. Heavy smog, and the anxiety and depression caused by the cancellation of the qualifiers.
Damn, it's like a corpse bone. A thoughtful silence falls in the office.
I do believe you're right. But it won't be easy to capture these things.
No, definitely not.
Wait, the one that in the Willow house is that one? I think it's different.
I'm still trying to figure that one out. We may be able to lure them into a trap, but we need to make a specific plan so that the process is controllable and the results predictable.
A specific plan? The only plan I can think of is to pray to God.
Some people may seek answers from the divine, but whether that works or not is another matter.
Oi!
Hey?
Hmm?
Hello!
Hello!
Is that Flutterpage's voice?
Where is she coming from?
Sure is. Over there, mate. Outside the window.
Oh my god! Let me squeeze her cheek. There's a tap at the window. So cute. Outside, Flutterpage drifts in the air. A white bedsheet clutches in her hands. Below her, a crowd of all ages makes their way along Cross Street. all heading for the sports stadium.
Miss Tooth Fairy, Mr. Fogg, Mr. Brimley, would you like to join us?
What?
The residents of Cross Street have got together to petition for the reopening of the qualifiers.
Flutterpage used one hand to steady the bed sheet, and the other to point excitedly at the crowd congregating below.
Hi folks, how about this iron?
I really have a soft
It's a
spot for
family
professional
area.
children
Floating
apparently.
circus with a floating stop
I think
point.
we all are, especially Flutterpage.
And I'll be the stop point. I'm an excellent timekeeper. I can keep time down to the millisecond. We also need a fair touch, right?
Feels like we are running away from the harsh of reality and enjoying this kind of cuteness in the game.
Everyone's brought things from their homes. Ladders, hanging rods, clotheslines, anything that might be useful. We're going to rebuild the stadium together. So, will you join us?
What? Are you serious?
Truth! I don't know what to say. This is unbelievable.
The crowd pushes onto the stadium, a few individuals joining the throng as they pass by their homes. In real life, I just annoy me. There is a resolute happiness in the air, as though no force could diminish their fervent hope.
Since the qualifiers have been cancelled, we'll just have to hold our own games. Miss Tooth Fairy, I found the right way to look at the fish tank.
That Flutterpage face. Our Uluru games.
So, you're going to join them?
You know me. I'll always jump brim first into the unknown.
But the Foundation's already pulled their funding. The workers are already awaiting their reimbursement. And some players have already left. How could we possibly hold it?
Mate, listen up.
I really like it when Brimley say mate. There is an unfamiliar tension in the office. This may be the first real disagreement between the two old friends.
Those officers from the headquarters didn't give a damn whether the qualifiers were held or not. You could see it all over their faces.
Even though you can't see their faces.
All they wanted was to minimize their trouble. Did you see how quickly they applied for the cancellation and reimbursement? How hastily they made promises to pacify the people. I've never seen anyone more ready to get things over with.
Actually, that's true.
Their job was done as soon as they got the player list. They'd probably already moved their attention to the qualifiers in other regions. After all, our qualifiers are no different from the others to them. But it means something to us, doesn't it? At least for me, this could be my chance to go to Australia. My very nature wants me to run free on the Red Land, to holler out and forget all my troubles. I think that's what we all want. In the heat of competition, people are at their best, their most pure. Think about it, mate. You're not the only one who's put a lot of effort into this machine. It hurts me to see it rotting the office too. If you're really going to give up because of a few words from an authority, and as your partner, I have to tell you, don't ever let anyone deny your achievements, including yourself.
Damn, some motivational word from Brimley. These words hit like a bomb, bringing his grand speech to an end.
All right, calm
With the
down, old
kangaroos
chap.
after all.
Mr. Fogg, the people want the qualifiers because they're for everyone. They provide each and every person with an equal opportunity to shine.
Sensing Mr. Uncertainty, Tooth Fairy smiles as she offers her contribution.
And that includes you and me. Although, for us, it'll be more like a battle to fight.
She gazes out the window at the people below, her head shaking gently in quiet frustration. If Brimley is a motivator, I would actually feel motivated. I mean, like, the voice is already very impactful for Brimley. Mate. Listen up, mate. Words lodge in his throat like a date pit, neither going down nor coming up. After a pause, he sighed deeply.
Honestly, will these people stop sending me petitions? I've been absolutely inundated with them.
Circling to the back of the desk, he opens a drawer and throws a pile of envelopes onto the desk with feigned anger. Brimley and Tooth Fairy remain silent, unsure of how to interpret his intent.
Fine. Someone has to keep everyone healthy. I'll do everything I can to minimize the damage from the smoke.
After a moment, Mr. Fogg lifts his head.
Don't worry. I'll talk to the relief center to sort out all of the paperwork for the event.
Come to think of it, what is the position of Mr. Fogg? Is he like a mayor or something?
Here you are. This is yours. Please come here for a copy of the emergency guidebook if you don't have one. Make sure you read it carefully. We don't want anyone hurt if there's an emergency.
Let me get my jacket. Cool.
And here, take the special sheet I enchanted to protect you from the smog. I came up with the idea a couple days ago. It can drive away the smog around you by controlling the wind. Not very effective, but it's better than nothing.
Blimey! You did all this yourself?
Cheers, little knocker-upper, but you don't need to worry about us. We've lived in the smog for generations. What can it hurt to hold a little sporting event,
Agreed. We asked for the exhibition ourselves, so we'll pay the price if anything happens.
Here's the confirmation of your application. Your contingency plan has been approved by the Relief Center. My colleagues and I will do everything we can to keep you all safe. As for the London air pollution auto-detecting purifier Mark III, I'll do my best to fix it.
Make it Mark IV.
Next, we'll gather the athletes who have yet to leave the city and hold a small exhibition game.
Is that a qualifier?
Of course, it won't be an official event, but at least it'll give an opportunity for the athletes to demonstrate their hard work to a group of spectators. I'm sure they'll be a great source of inspiration for the people of London as they cheer on their favourite athletes.
Oi, Mr. Fogg, I brought you this. It's Mrs. Brown's leek and potato soup with bread and butter.
Oh, Mrs. Brown. Please give her my thanks.
Oh, who is, wait, who is Mrs. Brown?
Yeah.
Mr. Fogg?
Mrs. Brown, Mrs. Jones, Ben's son and I have been cooking since 4 in the morning to get food out to everyone. But it still ain't enough. Almost everyone in the neighborhood's coming. All right, I have to go make more soup. See you later.
Hey, what's that you got from the knocker-upper?
Knocker-upper.
An enchanted sheet, apparently. She'd tell me to blow it when I need to use it.
Whoa!
Would you look at that? It conjured a gust of wind. We can use this while we're working. Yeah, it blows the smog away. All right, well, sort of.
Yeah, I love how they all are working together. True.
Mr. Fogg! Mr. Fogg! I'm here to help!
Oh, you.
You kind of remind me of Ryaski. Very well, Ryaski.
Yes, that's me.
I don't know if you played that
to fix
event,
the machine
Julian.
together. But there's no need to worry. Mr. Fogg, we can still hold the exhibition even if we can't do it.
The exhibition. All right.
Next, introducing the London Uluru Exhibition Games.
What about Willow?
So far, 28 players have registered for the 6-day event, which will host one sport per day.
All right, everyone, let's push together. 3, 2, 1.
The residents of Cross Street had taken it upon themselves to rebuild the stadium.
Hey, your painting's totally off theme. Look, mine's a mockingbird with a gold medal. It just won first place in the singing competition.
The Uluru Games ain't got a singing competition. You should have drawn something more athletic. Like my sailfish. It's the fastest swimmer in the world.
How exciting! Our very own Uluru Games, without any interference from the Foundation.
The Foundation sounds like a villain now.
It's Tooth Fairy. I've made a list of all the athletes who signed up for the qualifiers. A lot of them have left, but some would like to stay for our exhibition.
Good.
At Willow.
And I've made a list of the daily attendees based on the tickets they bought for the qualifiers. Mr. Fogg and Mr. Brimley are discussing the possible security issues of the event with the Relief Center staff and the police. We may actually start the games on the day the qualifiers were originally scheduled.
What is that?
But since this is all improvised, we'll probably encounter some unexpected problems as the games continue. We need to be prepared.
Yeah, I know.
The girl's enthusiasm dims as she looks over the sports venue, eyes sting with quiet regret. Ooh.
Thank you, Flutterpage. It must have taken a lot of effort to make the athlete list. You've done an excellent
I wonder
job.
if she sneaked Willow's name into the name. Oh? She continues to scan the venue as if searching for something.
So, you saw the whole athlete list. Did you see the name you were hoping for?
Ah! How did you... Miss Tooth Fairy,
She hesitates, her brow furrowed. Her lips are barely moving.
Flutterpage! Flutterpage! Come here. We need you to explain to the Relief Center how your little sheets work.
Just blow the thing! The girl hesitates as she looks toward the somber officials.
Just go. They need you more than I do. Your explanation may decide whether the games can be held.
Alright, I'll talk to you later.
She skips excitedly toward the door of the venue, where Brimley and Mr. Fogg await her arrival. As a worker carrying a wooden frame passes, she disappears from view.
You've got yourself a new outfit. It looks great on you.
Oh, who? Who is she talking to? A tall, slim woman emerges from the shadow, her pointed leather shoes gliding along the floor with poised restraint. Willow?
Oh, I like your coat too. Thank you. My grandmother had one just like it. She died 2 years ago. Had a proper sweet tooth too. We'd have got along well. How did you know I was here? Oh, I didn't until my tooth fairies found you. So you have a whole jar of scapegoats who can take all the blame for you? How convenient. You've pulled yourself together, haven't you? Even your sarcasm has become bitter again. So, why are you here? Just
looks like a sibling with
getting
distant
some
relationship.
fresh air.
The two of them remain silent as they observe the mayhem of the sports ground. Workers shouting and children running back and forth.
Look at them. They're all so happy.
What do you think?
Don't you think it's kind of dangerous for children just running around construction sites?
I've never seen such a rudimentary, disorderly, and poorly prepared event in my life.
Well, of course, it's totally amateur. But it's built on enthusiasm and sportsmanship. Athletes will go head-to-head, spectators will cheer, and the stadium will be lit up by the energy they release together. It's imperfect, yes, but it's inclusive and unstoppable, and that's what makes it special.
Willow holds a crumpled registration form in her hand. Oh. Is she still allowed to compete? Opening ceremony. Oh, we are starting! Uncle Bill, Aunt Connie, Little Mary, Old Harold. The people of Cross Street stand gathered at the front of the stage, hammers and saw in their hands. Old Harold discreetly moves a shovel out of sight. Perched on a tree, a canary nervously swivels its head to watch the crowd assembled on this bleak winter day.
Leave it to me, Dal.
Tooth Fairy gives a slight nod, and Brimley ascends the makeshift wooden podium.
Testing, testing. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Today marks the beginning of the London Uluru Exhibition Games.
Whee!
As you can see, the weather isn't looking great. The smog still sits heavy in the sky.
What Brimley said, Darl. The crowd beneath the platform looked up at Brimley. Cement stands and colds smudged on their faces.
There's no wind, no sunshine, no warmth, and even my brim is soggy from the damp. It's truly miserable out here.
Why is it so
On top of that,
gloomy?
the stadium's shabby, and we only have a limited number of athletes.
Why they are applauding?
To many, these games would be seen as disappointing. However, even without the support of the Foundation, we've managed to rebuild this stadium with nothing but our own hands and determination. I've confirmed that our stadium meets all the standards required by the government, and there's no doubt that it matches the Foundation's too. As for the operation of our games, we've built a reliable team consisting of various Uluru professionals and supporters. They are currently in every corner of the stadium, working their hardest to prepare for the upcoming event. They will be our backbone, supporting the entire games to ensure that everything runs smoothly. As we all come together, I believe the passion of our games will burn as hot as the sacred fire of Uluru itself. So, without further ado, I hereby declare that the London Uluru Exhibition Games have begun.
Way! Let's go! Oh, it's the fire. I've been wondering, like, what is the walk for? The crowd bustle and chatters like a flock of birds. Tooth Fairy, Brimley, and Flutterpage are quickly bombarded by a flood of questions.
Miss Toothfairy, we don't have enough judges for the winged key archery. Franz has been put on to umpire 2 events at the same time, so we left to do the other one.
2 events at the same time? The other event starts tomorrow. He must have mixed up the schedule. Get him to come back.
All athletes participating in the
Isn't it like only 1
1500
sport per
weighted run,
day?
please report to the 3rd preparation area. I repeat, please report to the 3rd preparation area.
Excuse me. I lost my name tag. Can I get a new one?
Certainly. Go straight ahead and take the first left to get to the player office. There's a girl called Flutterpage in there. Show her your ID, and she'll
Oh.
give you a new tag.
Flutterpage already has a work experience.
I'll take you there. Follow me, friend.
Sure. Thanks.
Oi, hold on a minute.
So many sports happen in day one.
Why haven't I seen you before?
Brimley examined the judge suspiciously before pulling his ID card directly from the inside of his coat.
This ID is fake. Security!
I'm just a big fan. Please don't kick me out.
The volunteer security team quickly swoops in and removes the impersonator. She's gonna have that 20 years of experience. One of them whispered a few words to Brimley.
Tooth Fairy, my doll.
My doll?
What is it, head of security?
I've been told that a mate of ours would like to post some flyers in the stadium.
We already have a sponsor. I'm afraid you'll have to turn him down.
By mate, I mean Arthur.
Oh. Tooth Fairy glances over to where Brimley is looking and catches sight of a black and white banner at the entrance to the venue. Smoke kills.
Has he been sitting all this time under that banner with his machine?
Yeah, he's using it to show everyone what can happen if they breathe in too much smog.
I don't know if I should call him wavering in his principles or completely stubborn in them.
Arthur's always been a righteous official. He truly cares about the people. He's tough, tenacious, and has a powerful ability to influence others.
You sound more like an official than he does.
Tooth Fairy looks over at the athletes preparing to race and the crowd cheering them on enthusiastically.
Come on, go for it!
First place! Yes!
What? No!
Thank you! Thank you!
That's a good one. The athlete blow kisses at the spectators, triggering another wave of excitement.
Not even the smog can stop the people's enthusiasm for sports. No matter the obstacle, they will always find a way to enjoy it. I suppose Mr. Fogg is still refusing to take one of Flutterpage's sheets?
Of course he is. Arthur said he'd never run away from the smog. As Fogwalker, he has to confront it. He's stubborn, just as you said.
Floor ritual competitors, please report to the 5th preparation area. I repeat, please report to the 5th preparation area.
Floor ritual. Willow. Is Willow there?
That's Ms. O'Hagan's event.
Yeah.
Do you think she'll show up?
She will.
Miss Tooth Fairy, Mr. Brimley. Did you hear that? The floor ritual's about to
Oh,
start.
she want to watch.
But where's Miss Willow?
Tooth Fairy looks at Brimley, though he has no eyes for her to read. The slight shifting of his brim carries a sense of trepidation. Neither knows how to respond to the child, hesitating between igniting her hopes and destroying her dreams. Or perhaps the truth is exactly what she's hoping for.
Go check the floor ritual venue, Flutterpage.
I wonder if Caroline also still here.
What for? Is Miss Willow there?
She looks directly at Tooth Fairy, her eyes widen as they begin to sparkle.
She's there, isn't she?
You'll have to go there to find out.
She can't help but give a slight smile.
I'll cover for you at the player office. Just go, little tacker.
Go on then.
Flutterpage starts to smile, but a flicker of doubt quickly clouds her expression.
This time, I won't disappoint her. I brought her a real game. No need to climb the tower and hide away anymore. This is real.
She raises her hand and waves to Tooth Fairy and Brimley, a determined look on her face.
See you later.
Yeah, baby, go on. Oh. The price of success is hard work. At the 5th preparation area, the floor ritual competitors are warming up.
Look at this place. You could find a better venue at any school in the city. These games are really something.
They built it in a matter of days.
Caroline
Can't
is
ask for
here.
much.
Oh my! It's an honor to meet you, Miss Bartley.
Good Caroline is here, because there's no meaning if Caroline is not here. The competitor hurriedly wipes her hands before extending one to Caroline.
Take care warming up. You wouldn't want to get hurt just before the competition.
You're very kind. Thank you.
Because Willow, a staff member with a volunteer ID, strides in front of the doorway.
Floor ritual competitors, the event will start in 1 minute. Please confirm your numbers, as I will be calling you to enter the floor in numerical order. Competitor number 2401, please enter the floor. Competitors 2402 and 2403, please wait in the locker room.
So there is 3 people.
Good luck.
The first competitor receives a few well wishes before waving goodbye as she makes her way to the competition floor. Now that the event has begun, Caroline stops warming up.
What about Charlotte?
Good question. Oh, she's here!
Charlotte, you're here. I knew you wouldn't be able to stay away. You haven't changed a bit.
Oh, she's here! I don't know why I feel happy. Willow pauses in the middle of her stretch.
What do you want from me?
What do I want? Have you forgotten about the challenge? What's your number?
I don't think that's any of your concern. Or are you trying to win over the organizers with a little goody two-shoes act? The ever so helpful competitor turned volunteer, Miss Bartley?
Oh, I didn't know you could be so sarcastic.
You better get used to it.
Really?
It's like I'm on the first episode
mean
in
we'll
a sport
chat again
anime
in the
after the
future?
MC have a breakdown. True. I think there is like anime about ice skating where the character is female also. It kind of remind me of that. Willow turns her head away from her.
I'm not the Charlotte you used to know. Stop trying to bond with me.
Ooh. Dang, this rivalry. Caroline walks toward her.
But you are the Charlotte I used to know. You're still that black swan I've
With Yuri
always
on Ice.
chased after.
Yuri on Ice is the male
saw
one,
your
I think.
performance, the grace, the beauty of it, it inspired me to become a floor ritualist. But you just disappeared.
There is
after
a
you became
female one. I think
champion.
there's like a female ghost or something. I forgot. I never watched it, but just see the poster.
Well, as long as you're back.
What's so funny?
Caroline looks at Willow with a quiet composure, her lips forming a slight smile.
See you on the floor.
Caroline heads back to the preparation area.
Player number 2406, Caroline Bartley. Please enter the floor.
The sound of the volunteer voice filters into the room, muffled and distorted by the walls. No, it's very old one, the one that I know. Willow stamps her slightly stiff right leg.
Time for me to head in too.
Willow! Kageyama and Hinata.
Excuse me.
Ooh. She finds her way to the spectator seat, settling into a corner. Caroline gracefully strides onto the floor, pausing to give a gentle bow to the judges. Then she brushes her hand across the didgeridoo and positions herself in the center, ready to begin.
Player number 2406, Caroline Bartley, whenever you're ready.
Caroline starts to dance, receiving her channeled energy. The didgeridoo produces a rich, resonant sound. We are getting so close. Oh, do you see Willow there? Here? No. Oh, is it a flashback?
What's this, Miss Raven?
Small willow, so cute.
A seed that will settle in your heart and soon grow to be your closest friend. Its roots will stretch all the way from Australia to the soles of your feet, and together you will make the music to your floor ritual.
I almost thought this one is Storm from X-Men.
Now, my dear, listen closely. Listen to what it has to say. Listen. Hold it. Feel it. Let it know who you are. It isn't just a piece of wood, but a mouthpiece passed down through the ages. It allows us to understand what our god hears during the ritual.
It doesn't look all that special to me.
Silly girl. If you want it to speak, you must greet it with your arcane skill first. It's the only language it'll understand.
All right. It's responding. Ugh, that sounds awful.
That's because you greeted it awfully.
I greeted it awfully? You mean the fluctuation of my arcane skill wasn't stable enough?
Yes. Speak to it politely, and it'll respond with politeness.
Miss Raven, that hurts.
The path of pilgrimage is full of thorns. It offers no shortcuts. You must make your way inch by inch. Otherwise, you'll never reach the Sanctuary of Glory, the place where all the lights gather, and you'll die a nobody.
Full of thorns? So, will I be freed from pain if I keep training?
Shush. Press your head against your shin, just as the divine sun did.
The flashback in final arc.
Okay.
Closer! I want that head tight against your shin. The tighter,
I can
the
feel
better.
I can feel the pain.
Yes, miss.
Ouch. Oh, day 93.
Confusion. Sadness. I can see it all over you.
My classmates were making fun of me. They said I was using the training to avoid my duties. They said I never do anything with them. I've skipped classes, sports days, and the summer outing. They said that all I do is train to be a clown in a show. Miss Raven?
Yeah, they have to be like sacrificed.
Can I take a break? Just for today? I want to spend time with my classmates.
No, no. You made a promise, remember?
Yes. I promised to focus on my training and never slack, no matter what. If I want to be a champion, I need to be able to beat every other floor ritualist in the world. Every tear, every drop of sweat will pave my path to the podium.
So, you do remember it. Every word. Our God can only hear the most faithful prayers. Yes, only the most faithful. You must offer everything you have to him. Your heart, your flesh, from here to here.
I mean, it's discipline. Like if that's just the price if you want to take on the world, I guess. She traces a path from Charlotte's head to her toes with her finger.
If you can't do that, you'll be surpassed and never win the attention of our god. If that happens, you'll be completely forgotten, like you never existed. Is that what you want?
No.
Then what are you waiting for? Begin.
Ano is surprised by the fact that Caroline can't even experience fun as Kitty said. Isn't it like what she wants though? Like, it's like her passion?
No, not like that.
It's actually a surprise that she already find that kind of passion since she is a child.
Why? This element will score me points.
Yes, but not enough.
Not enough? Then they should revise their scoring system.
Wow, that is like...
By not enough, I mean it's imperfect. Unfaithful. Our god won't hear you. Are you unwilling to try a better element, or simply unable to?
Oh, please. I can do any element without even trying.
Wow.
Then show it to our god.
I've got it. Stop nagging me.
Damn. This is like what a prodigy would say. In such a young age. Why I type Caroline? Well, it should be Charlotte. Oh.
I suppose I got carried away. This applause isn't for me. But it should be.
Oh. Willow rubs her brow, a heavy expression on her face as she peers at Caroline. She's being showered with applause.
What distracted me? Must have been that graceful element that Caroline finished perfectly. She had it down to the smallest detail. In that way, we were like sticklers for detail. That's why.
She squints as her eyes continue to follow Caroline.
Thank you everyone.
I'm feeling so restless.
With a respectful salute, Caroline exits the floor.
Player number 2407, Anna Smith,
Oh.
please enter the field.
I thought Willow is the next one. The ritualist named Anna makes her way to the floor and gets into position.
What did you think, Charlotte?
Caroline pats Willow's shoulder from behind.
Well, you certainly haven't skimped on your training these past years.
That's it?
She really look for Willow validation, isn't she? Willow shoots Caroline a sharp look.
You're better than when you were 9. I'll give you that.
And Willow still doesn't admit that she's better, Caroline better than her yet.
But...
Caroline steps toward the railing of the spectator area.
Are you sure you saw my performance clearly? The smog's rather heavy.
Oh my god, Caroline, stop! Side by side, Willow and Caroline peer through the dense smoke as they watch Anna perform her routine. I love this kind of rivalry. Meanwhile, on the opposite side...
Flutter page.
Oh? It's getting...
Miss Tooth Fairy, Mr. Brimley, good timing.
Just in time, eh? Well, we wouldn't want to miss Ms. Willow's performance now, would we?
The lady doing her routine right now is called Anna. It should be Miss Willow next, but I can hardly see a thing.
Oh no! Oh no!
True. The smog's too heavy. Hopefully, it'll clear before Miss Willow
Oh
comes out.
no! Clear the smoke! Suddenly, the didgeridoo song comes to a grinding halt.
What's wrong?
Anna stops mid-routine and gestures toward the judges. Her mouth is moving. An unease spreads among the crowd.
Whoa, she's stuck.
I think she's requesting a timeout.
A timeout? Is she hurt?
As Anna walks away from the floor, the crowd buzzes with speculation. After some time, the speakers crackle to life with an announcement.
Silence, please. An announcement from the floor ritual judges. Due to force majeure,
No, don't tell me.
player number 2407, Anna Smith, requested suspension. After discussion, the judges have decided to suspend the game.
No.
Suspended? What about Miss Willow? Will she not get to compete?
No. A number of spectators starts to leave, while others stay put.
Suspended? We gave everything to hold these games. How could she just back out like this?
I heard that a winged key archery player got injured. Maybe that's why.
What, so we're supposed to just leave? The games have hardly begun.
Miss Tooth Fairy, what should we do? Miss Willow is next. It'll be such a shame if she can't play.
Tooth Fairy looks into the murky yellow smoke and sighs. Oh, Willow in the middle! Dancing in the smoke, wow.
Did you hear that? The games have been suspended.
Yes.
Caroline walks back to Willow's side.
I suppose we should head home and wait further notice. Maybe the games will continue once the smog clears.
The worker appeared to be clearing up something from the floor.
What? Go home and spit in the faces of everyone who worked so hard to make this happen?
Huh?
More and more spectators get to their feet as they prepare to leave.
No.
What do you mean, no?
I won't wait any longer.
Oh. Willow turns and strides directly toward the judge's stand.
Charlotte.
Realizing Willow's intent, a sudden impulse takes hold of her as she spins to face the stand.
Damn this bloody smog.
A few spectators reach for the railings as they get ready to leave.
Wait, everyone! The games aren't over yet.
But the competitors aren't even competing. What's the point of staying?
Oh, why don't I go and dance on the floor instead?
Everyone, please return to your seats. Player number 2408, Willow.
What?
Willow's dark silhouette now stands firm at the center of the floor. Just as she did all those years ago, she touches the didgeridoo at the front of the arena.
I've lived in seclusion for 10 years. Trained alone with nothing but the pain in my leg and my own arrogance.
The sounds of people's hopes for Uluru flow steadily into her ears.
Therefore, on this day, on this floor, I will perform without care for what anyone thinks.
Willow strikes her beginning pose, a black swan in the smoke, and the didgeridoo starts to play.
Palest yellow turns to godly light. The sun births shadows, the moon shines bright. Luch, reborn from dark's embrace, I walk your path in sacred space. Life's end is death, but bones to life ascend. Luch, before me, from underworld I wend. Luch, gaze on me, I rise from shadows dark. Luch, heed me, your power impart, as you are me and I your counterpart.
Wait, what is that thing?
The smoke is clearing.
Everyone, come back! The games are on again!
There's something there. There in the smoke.
That's the smoke. That's the black smoke. Oh, it's the final. Yo! When she's dancing, did she just summon the thing or what? Or it attract the smoke? When any unit gets a stats down control next status, smoke inhalation increase. When the bar is full, inflict 4 instead of poison on one enemy and for another. This one is actually for Willow.
It's here. But it looks like it's in pain, like an earthworm squirming and writhing before it dies.
Huh. It certainly had a violent reaction to Miss Willow. Could it be that her ritual holds some power that suppresses the black fog?
Wow.
I told you that Miss Willow was the best witch of them all.
I wonder
This
if
is no time for chit-chat. We need to stop the damn thing. Otherwise, it'll destroy this place, just like it did the hospital. Arthur, get the crowd out of here.
no, they have to see Willow dancing.
Feels knowledge. Loading.
Keep calm. Regaining control of our bodies.
Back in the sunlight. Aim and shoot.
Oh,
Stay back, I say.
surprisingly, it's not too strong. I think. Ouch.
Attack.
That sounds like a dragon.
Thunder. Attack.
Oh, there's so many poison. Holy crap. I have to finish this quickly.
Charging. Loading.
You got an ultimate already? What the hell?
Loading. The light that illuminates all.
It's dark embrace.
Faraday's miracle.
Flee, mortal.
Bang.
You
Not
have
dead.
a little faith in me,
Oh
master.
no, it's not
Stay
get.
back, I say.
It doesn't get stunned. Oh shit. Here comes the ultimate.
Show.
Okay,
Damage.
it doesn't pay full. It's not pay full.
Attack. Easy there.
How I can't even see how many him I have. 5. Okay, 5. 1,
Charging. Loading.
4.
Eliminate target.
It can't be this easy, right?
It's scattering.
I knew it.
Everyone.
God damn it. Okay, now it become.
Not yet. It's generating a new body.
Are those 2 heads? Or 2 bodies? Oh, it's trying to copy my bow, ain't it?
I don't think so, little tacker. They're just heads of coal.
Don't give up, Willow!
Don't give up, Willow!
Why are there still civilians here?
They want to help.
Come on, everyone. Let's dance with Willow. Follow her lead.
Is that Caroline? That is Caroline. I'm pretty sure it's Caroline.
Flowers bear fruit, and beasts give offspring's way.
With eyes of fire pierced through the cloudy maze.
Embrace.
Barrage.
Stay back, I say.
Together we are fierce.
Flee, mortal. Please, allow me.
Ooh, that poison is just nasty. I think I need to raise Villa quickly.
With eyes of fire pierced through the cloudy maze.
How many? There's so many, I can't even see my him. 6 round, okay, cool. I'm gonna heal her.
Drives progress. Charging. Loading.
There's so many poison, so I'm too scared to use the ultimate.
Devote yourselves to one another.
Because it's going to take away 50% of Lucy.
The light that illuminates all.
Feel like dark embrace. Do have a little faith in me, Master.
Ouch. Ouch. I still have to choose the other one. Eh? Ah crap, I'm fucking up. Oh shoot, I fuck up. Oh no! How many him does she have? Where is it? Oh, she already lost the him. Okay, okay.
See how my skills glisten charging. Loading.
Oh, it's gonna be ultimate next?
Please, allow me.
The sparkling of the sea, the shimmering of scales. There is always a light to follow. Target confirmed.
Take that, I say.
Eliminate target.
Feel like dark embrace.
Please survive, please survive.
I look forward to punishing you.
Ooh. No, Anjo.
Calm down.
No other choice, I have to use it.
Charging.
Happily shall I, Master?
Listen. The light that illuminates all.
Kill it!
Please, mortals!
Yay! Don't tell me there's a third form. Oh thank god there's none. Ooh! 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 That's poison!
To preserve this memory in our dreams.
God damn, that poison's too many. The didgeridoo sound along hollow note as Willow leads the crowd into an almost trance-like state. Following Willow's lead, the crowd chants the prayer over and over, fueled by zeal for the sport and a longing for the sun. In the wake of the mass ritual, the black fog dissolves into nothingness. With his body almost entirely disintegrated, the black fog is reduced to a core of tin, smoky soot as it scrambles frantically to avoid the sunlight.
All right, you filthy little thing. It's time you learnt a lesson.
Whoa! Mr. Fogg activates his London air pollution auto-detecting purifier MK3, and after a few puffs of black smoke, it roars to life.
You are under arrest for the pollution of the sky,
What?
as well as 15 crimes in violation of the Public Health Act. Take a good look around, because before long, you'll be rotting behind bars.
Is he serious? Oh. Mr. Fogg aims the purifier at the panicked black fog and sucks in every last bit of the remaining coal ash. What is this, like Ghostbuster or what? Question mark. The purifier glass dome fills with black dust in an instant before it coalesces into a number of small black orbs. You are not the lawyer. The little orbs peer out of the glass dome with a curious and confused expression.
It may be broken, but it's still an air purifier.
That one-liner. Can you think something cooler? The didgeridoo melody slowly dies down. It may be broken, but it's still an air purifier. Line of the year. Willow stands in the center of the field, panting and drenched in sweat.
That's all from me.
Oh, I never see that animation.
Thank you for watching.
She gives a deep bow. The spectators return to their senses, and the long absent winter sun shines down on them once more. No longer is the world shrouded in shades of steel grey and ashen yellow. They stare in amazement at each other, a few reaching their hands into the sunlight, feeling its warm caress. Applause breaks out from a corner of the crowd. It soon builds into a raucous cheer. One spectator spontaneously steps forward and embraces Willow. Whoa! The crowd swells as more and more people step forward to embrace her in the simplest and most pure expression of joy. To infuse life with vitality, to eliminate all boundaries, to unite people, that is the true meaning of the Uluru Games.
Yay!
Yay! Unable to squeeze her way through, Flutterpage leaps over the crowd, waving to Willow as she hangs in the air. Meanwhile, Caroline remains in the stands, elegantly applauding. Ah, she's back! Willow gives the two of them a subtle nod. She's wild, yeah, she's so good! From the gloomy black witch that people think she is, she become the savior. I think this is the epilogue. London, sunny. One week later.
Come in.
Oh, Tooth Fairy already back. A figure in brown enters the Foundation office. By the window, Madame Z turns to face her.
Madam Z, here's the report from my mission.
Tooth Fairy sets a thick report down at the corner of the desk. Madame Z's desk is clustered with papers.
It seems you
Madame Z is like
busy
the
too.
chief. It seems you've been busy too. Madame Z winces a little as she takes a sip from her mug. The strength of her tea seems to correspond with her increasing workload. As the stack of documents grows, the more bitter it becomes.
Even though we've confirmed connection between societal turbulence and the storm, there is no time to catch a breath. Once chaos breaks, it will be the end of another era. But we can't resist the inevitable. All we can do is maintain order, to postpone it as long as possible.
Madame Z heaves a soft sigh as the steam from her mug swirls unnaturally.
So, any findings in London?
Tooth Fairy opens her hand flat. There's a speck of coal dust and a baby tooth resting in it. Oh, is that Flutterpage? Baby
A
tooth?
Walpurgis's tooth from the black fog, and the last baby tooth of a child. Very rare, even for my collection.
Did she actually collect that? Madame Z pushes her glasses up and holds her breath as she inches forward.
Right. Well, that's good to know.
After a few moments of examination, she straightens her posture.
I heard the London branch is still trying to replicate the ritual that was carried out at the exhibition games. What was that?
It was a coincidence, actually.
Eh? Tooth Fairy peers out the window, watching the soft white clouds gathered on the horizon. Perhaps London, too, is enjoying such a beautiful weather.
After analyzing the live sample provided by Mr. Fogg, the London branch concluded that the Walpurgis is a mutant of the Kahare, a critter species that's been extinct for centuries. Miss Willow lent one of her heirlooms to the London branch after the games, a book that details an ancient ritual meant to worship the god of the sun. This is the ritual she performed on the floor.
But when Miss Willow performed the ritual again in front of the Walpurgis, nothing happened. My guess is that, since the Kaharath disappeared, the ritual fell out of use and became fragmented over the years. Her version of it is probably incomplete. The conditions must have happened to align at that moment to allow the ritual to work. It could have been any combination of things. Miss Willow's dancing, the music from the didgeridoo, the fire from the torch, the magnetic fields around the stadium. Or perhaps it was all of them. The ritual also happened to have the power to capture the Walpurgis, which put an end to the heavy smog in London. It makes sense, really, that a ritual used to worship the god of the sun would capture a monster that covers the sky and plunges everyone into darkness. In conclusion, the ritual's success was a near unrepeatable coincidence.
An endangered critter and a long-forgotten ritual. I guess that's why humans are always sifting through their past. There's always wisdom to be found.
So does
in
that mean that
history.
Willow knows all this time about the black smoke is the cause of it? Madame Z takes a small sip of the tea in her mug. Oh, there's her face in the mug.
It's gone bitter. I should have finished it earlier.
She sets the mug aside and sits down at her desk.
By the way, I've approved your vacation request. No one should disturb you this time.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Where are you going, Tooth Fairy? Take me with you. Tooth Fairy sets another piece of milk candy on the desk and walks out.
Milk candy makes me miss the rabbit candy back home. Well, at least it goes with the tea.
Madame Z unwraps the candy and pops it into her mouth.
Miss Willow, I got it!
Flutterpage's voice arrives before she does. Willow raises her eyes from her packing list as she hears bright little footsteps heading closer.
Look, the Foundations recognize our games. Here's your invitation and our ticket.
Wait, what? They actually go to Australia then?
I suppose your flying does come in handy after all.
Willow shuts her suitcase and takes the folder from Flutterpage.
Are you done packing?
Willow is packing out of the house for the first time ever since forever. Flutterpage looks around Willow's room, making note of what moved and what hasn't.
Ain't you taking this medal
Maybe
with you?
kangaroo. Oh, Flutterpage points to the medal recently placed in the cabinet. The first Willow has earned in almost a decade. Oh, she won!
No. This is proof enough.
Willow passes the folder holding the invitation and 2 tickets.
But that medal's for the winner of the qualifiers.
She won!
Oh, please. They're just qualifiers.
But Caroline was in there. Willow scoffs.
Who's that, I wonder?
Oh, who? Caroline.
Wow. What happened to the garden? It's beautiful.
Oh my, yeah, this changed. It's no longer gloomy.
Ms. Willow's put a lot of care
Willow
into it ever
Caroline's
since she
just
won
taking
first
her
place in the
validation.
qualifiers.
She will go back, do her revenge on the in Australia, since she already seeded already.
Ah, Charlotte. Ever predictable.
Caroline and Brimley look around the garden, enjoying the rare sight of foliage flourishing in winter.
What are you doing here?
We want to invite you to join us. Let's go to Australia
Brimley
together.
going to play with kangaroo!
With Caroline too?
For your information, Charlotte, the top 3 athletes all qualify for the finals. And besides, I might have beaten you if you weren't so lucky as to capture that Walpurgis.
Oh, excuse us, Caroline. Don't do that.
By the way, the ship we're taking is owned by the Bartley family.
Kangaroo.
What?
Kangaroo Arcanist when?
So, Ms. Bartley said she'd arrange a presidential suite for us.
Ooh, she's rich.
A presidential suite? Like, for presidents?
Flutterpage head sticks out from behind Willow.
It seems we'll be spending quite some time together in the coming weeks.
What if we get Kangaroo Arcanist next time?
But which one of us is a president? It's Caroline, ain't it? It must be.
Would you shut your mouth?
You can't scare me anymore.
Dust paints the world gold, and from a distant riverbank, a freighter sounds its horn. Hey. Today, the skies of London are clear. Oh, that is so wholesome. And I was wondering, like, how Brimley go to Australia? What? He funding it himself? So I want to know. Postcard prospect setting out beneath clear sky. Damn. That is a good one. I really enjoyed. I surprisingly enjoying this one so much, despite of like not really. I don't see any connection with the main story other than the storm. Certain things, well, I don't know, like certain incident affecting the storm, but that's about it. But the rest is like seems irrelevant in my opinion. But it's very like one of those amazing side quests. It's just almost like Ryaski. Like I don't see the relevance so far, but I end up enjoying it so much. All the characters is just so lovely. Willow, Flutterpage, Brimley, Caroline, Mr. Fogg. It's surprising that I don't have a single character that I don't like here. Maybe the foundation stuff a little bit, but they're just meant to be like that. Yeah, it remind me of Ryaski, but it's less dark because like in Ryaski at the end there is like sacrifices, people die, something like that. But in this one it's a good end. A good end. I think like it's a good what do you call it? Fresh air. Since lately I've been playing like pretty sad ending game. So this one is a good one. It's like creature sport anime that I like with amazing childs. Everyone is so amazing. Everyone's so amazing. I just realized Brimley is actually here. I didn't notice until lately. I thought this one was like Willow luggage. Hey, thank you, Julian. Thank you. I didn't notice it until you mentioned it actually. That was great. Okay. Another good one from Rivers 1999. They have been really on fire lately with the event. It feels like, 1 month for one event feels not enough for Rivers 1999. Well, but with that, there's also many things that I have to do with this one. The event is actually feels pretty more grindy lately, right? 570 for the drop. Do you laugh at that? I'll show you, mate. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Don't laugh at my 570. Look at this. How many is that? Like you have like I think it's 180 per bunny, right? So time 180. That's 28k. This one is around 28k. I think it's enough for like 2 PT if your luck is not good. It's enough for 2 PT. I think so. That way, I'll go for Flutterpage because I have this much. So it's fine. The money that got spent. So 6k. 6k is actually pretty much though. Remember, you have even Jelena? I think it's Jelena. Tomorrow, wait, not tomorrow, Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Don't worry, it's already scheduled, so definitely going to stream that on day 1. After 1 year. We are waiting. Also, wait, let me check. I think today the Heaven's Burn Red one, the bug one, it seems gone. I'm able to log in like around 7 and 8. So maybe, just maybe, not giving you any hope, maybe I'm going to do the Yuina event tomorrow. Random stream, not just random, but unscheduled
What
one.
am I worrying about, eh? I'll get used to it. Or else
It's gonna
soon
be
enough
politics
I'll be
after
dead.
war in PTN. Oh, politics is gonna be like some real heavy stuff. I have to prepare my brain. Forget what Hoshua, yes. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay then, I think I'm going to end this early since like it's quite fast for this one. So I'm probably just gonna continue farming for the rest of the event because they have a lot of things. There are a lot of minigame like this one, Revelry, and then what do you call this? This one I'm done. The puppet arena and everything. So there's a lot to farm. So I'm gonna spend my remaining time to spam for the rest of the night. Okay, so yeah, with that, thank you all for coming. Hope you all enjoyed and hope you have fun with all the stories because I did. So yeah, again, I will see you on the next stream. Until then, please take care. Bye bye.